Hey, I need you to sit down for this one. Just breathe. Because what you just went through, or what you are still walking out of, was not a small thing. I need you to know that first. What you experienced was real. The exhaustion you feel is real. And it makes complete sense. You loved someone with everything you had, every part of you, your time, your patience, your softness, your forgiveness, your hope. You gave and you gave and you kept giving, even when it was not coming back the same way. Even when you had to explain your feelings over and over again, hoping that this time, finally, they would understand. Even when you shrank your needs down to almost nothing, just hoping it would be easier for them to meet you there. And here's the truth I need you to really receive right now. It was never about how much you gave. It was never about whether you loved hard enough or patiently enough or perfectly enough. You could have given everything you have, your whole heart, your whole self, and it still would not have been enough. Not because you were lacking, but because they did not have the capacity to receive it. That is the part that is so hard to accept. That someone's inability to love you fully has absolutely nothing to do with your worth, and everything to do with their own limitations. You are not too much, you are not too needy, you are not too sensitive. You were a person with a beautiful, full heart, trying to love someone who simply did not have the tools, the awareness, or the emotional depth to meet you there. And that is not your failure. That was never yours to fix. Think about everything you tried. The conversations where you explained yourself calmly, hoping they would finally hear you. The times you stayed when leaving would have been so much easier. The way you kept choosing them over and over, even when a part of you already knew. That was not weakness. That was loyalty. That was hope. That was your heart doing exactly what a good heart does, believing in someone, believing in love. And the fact that it did not work out the way you hoped does not erase any of that. It does not make you foolish. It makes you human. It makes you someone capable of real, deep, unconditional love. And that is something to be proud of, even now, even in the pain. So let me say some things clearly because you need to hear them. You were not crazy. The way you felt confused, the way you constantly questioned yourself, that was not because something was wrong with you. That was the natural response to loving someone who was inconsistent, who blew hot and cold, who made you feel close one day and completely shut out the next. Your confusion was a reasonable reaction to an unreasonable situation. You were not too sensitive, your needs were valid. Wanting consistency, wanting emotional presence, wanting someone to show up for you the way you showed up for them, none of that was asking for too much. That is what healthy love actually looks like. The fact that they could not provide it says nothing about what you deserve, and you were not unlovable. Please hear that one especially. Just because someone with limited emotional capacity could not love you the way you needed to be loved, does not mean you are hard to love. It means they were the wrong person to receive what you had to give. That is all. Now here is what I need you to do. I need you to start grieving, not just the person, but the version of the relationship you hoped it could become. The potential you saw, the love you believed was possible. It is okay to mourn that. It is okay to feel the loss even while also feeling relief. Both can be true at the same time. But I also need you to start reminding yourself of something important. You survived something that quietly drained you for a long time. And you are still here, still capable of love, still soft even after everything. That is not weakness. That was extraordinary strength. You did not fail at this. You simply gave your full, beautiful, generous heart to someone who was not equipped to hold it. And now, it is time to take that heart back. Gently, carefully, the way you would hold something precious, because that is exactly what it is. You are allowed to take up space again. You are allowed to want more, and to actually believe that more exists for you. You are allowed to expect consistency, presence, and real emotional intimacy without feeling guilty for wanting basic things that healthy love is supposed to include. Because somewhere out there, or maybe even within you right now as you build a relationship with yourself first, there is a version of love that does not require you to shrink, to beg, to explain yourself 100 times just to be understood. A love that meets you fully, the way you have always met everyone else. You deserve that. not someday, far off in the distance. You deserve that now, as the person you already are. So take your time. Healing is not a race. Some days you will feel strong and free, and other days the grief will catch you off guard. That is normal. That is part of it. Let yourself feel all of it without judgment. But through all of it, I need you to hold on to this one truth. You did nothing wrong by loving fully. The right person will never make you question whether you are loved. They will simply make you feel it, consistently, without you having to ask. Until then, love yourself the way you were always trying to love them. Patiently, fully, without conditions. You are going to be okay. You are already healing just by being here, just by choosing to see this clearly. And the love you have inside you, the love that was never wasted, just misdirected, is going to find its way to someone or something that can finally hold it the way it deserves. You are worthy of that. You always were.